Homework 11, question 3, part A. In this question, they ask us to tell which of the following are oxidation-reduction reactions. Identify the oxidizing agent, the reducing agent, the substance or element being oxidized, and the substance or element being reduced. Of course, we've got to start by simply assigning oxidation states to every species in the equation. So let's start with the equation. If copper is neutral and alone, it'll have an oxidation state of 0. Silver is alone, but it's not neutral. It's got a charge, so that charge is also its oxidation state, in this case +1. On the right side of the equation, here silver is neutral. There's no charge written to the upper right of the symbol, so our oxidation state is 0. And on the right side of the equation, we have copper with a charge. It's alone, but it does have a charge, and so whatever charge that is its oxidation state. Okay. Now, in order to determine whether or not oxidation or reduction happens, we have to track what happens to the charge of a given element. So let's start with the copper. Copper, on the left side of the equation, is 0. And on the right side of the equation, went up from 0 to +2. Silver is a +1 on the left side of the equation, and it goes down in charge to become 0 on the right side of the equation. So because each of those two elements experiences a change in oxidation state, then we have an oxidation-reduction reaction. So we should click the button that says oxidation reduction. Now, oxidizing agent. That's the whole compound on the reactant side that contains the element being reduced. The element being reduced is in the oxidizing agent. Isn't that funny? Those terms seem to be a little bit confusing, but they're important. Think of it like this. If you lose a baseball game, then you enabled some other team to win. So you would be the loser of the game, but you are the winning agent in that you helped somebody else win. It's like that in chemistry. So the oxidizing agent is the compound on the reactant side that contains the element that was reduced. Why don't we list those elements? The element reduced is the one that went down in charge, and that would be silver in this case. The element oxidized is the element whose charge went up. Copper in this case. So on the left side of the equation, the species that contains the silver is the silver ion, Ag+. That's your oxidizing agent. The reducing agent is the species on the left side of the equation that contains copper. And in this particular case, that is simply a copper atom. The reducing agent is also just the element, copper. Next, substance being reduced. You could also restate that as the element being reduced and oxidized. So the one that was oxidized, we had said, was copper. And the element that was reduced, we said, was silver.